My name is Andrew Boyle, and I chose Cargill as my international business. So, Cargill was originally founded by William Wallace Cargill in Conover, Iowa in 1865. It started out as a literally just a single grain storage warehouse and focused on supporting the agricultural boom in the Midwest. So in the 1920s, Cargill opened up its first international office in Montreal, Canada, and then in the 1950s it expanded into Europe, opening offices in Geneva, Switzerland, and during that time it also diversified itself into other related sectors like lumber and coal. And then after World War II, they actually expanded into South America, launching hybrid seed businesses in Argentina, and then they heavily focused on investing in advanced transportation, including towboats and barges, to transport all of their product. Then in the 1980s, they acquired the Raleigh brothers and Coney, which really helped them enhance their global reach in commodities. Then they entered the Asian markets by acquiring Kerr Grifford, and that allowed them access to a lot of new regions over in Asia. So the most recent news is they've diversified into Africa, Latin America, and the Indo-Pacific. In 2024, they actually announced restructuring into three core divisions that's going to be focused on food enterprise, agricultural, and trading, and then a specialized portfolio. And then what's kind of shocking is they also just recently cut their workforce by 5%, which impacted roughly 8,000 employees worldwide. But overall, I think it's just kind of crazy to see how Cargill started out as just such a small company, just owning a single warehouse out in Iowa to becoming one of the biggest privately owned, because Cargill is still privately owned, and they've become such a global agricultural business leader. And I think it really goes to say like what they can do as far as like strategic growth and their adaptability as they've survived through the 30s. They survived both world wars. They survived all of these economic crises, and they're still actively growing, other than laying off some people, but they are still expanding into new regions. And I think its international business really remains just its main seller. Like, if they didn't have the international business or the reach that they had, I don't think Cargill would be anything like it is today. So, overall, Cargill is just a really good international business. And I used to work for a Cargill, and I think that they treat their employees fairly. It's hard work. It's shocking to see how much grain can come through just one elevator, and you get trains. Like I'm all the way up here in Minnesota, you got trains coming from Mexico, and you're loading them with beans and corn, and it's just really interesting to see how they worked all of that around and how they've become so successful with it. Thank you.